and welcome to Austin Uncharted. We are here at King Electric Studios. My name's Cassandra, and I'm here with Half Man, or Chase Spruiell. I did it right.
You did it right.
I did it right.
I'm so
I practiced
proud of you.
a lot.
So
I practiced a lot. Thank you. All right, so you're going to do a few songs for us today.
I think so.
4.
I'm not 100% sure yet.
You're not sure. That's good. You got to live in the moment.
I'll do 4.
4, okay. But you just
I just
decided.
made that decision.
See?
We
You're
didn't
living
talk
in the
about
moment.
this before.
No.
Just choosing 4 right now.
All right, well, what's the first song? Have you made your choice yet?
I think I made my choice on the first song.
Okay.
It's called Little Bit of Virtue. And it's going to be on a new record that I'm doing right now. I guess I'll talk more about that later. But this song is... I wrote this song and then realized later what it was really about. I wrote it and I was like, oh, I like this song. And then it took me a while to figure out what it actually meant, because that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And I realized...
It's therapeutic. It's like just self-discovery, right?
Yeah, totally. And then I realized that it was kind of about I was playing it on tour a lot whenever Trump was just elected. And the whole thing with... he had that one event where he just lied about how many people, I think it was his inauguration, or I can't remember what it was. Yeah. And he was just lied about how many people were there. And people were just blatantly lying to the media and just thinking there would be no consequences. And so it's about misinformation, I think.
All right. Well, I want to hear it.
All right, cool. I should run, I don't know if I should hide. I spent years to hold this hand, a pair of 2s, 3, 6, and 5. I've been wandering in the woods, looking up into the leaves, searching for the only sun, trying to walk away my needs. And people tell me different things, talk about why we are here. Some say God is on his way, some say God is just a fear. Well, satisfaction wears me down, and it wears me like a glove, and it eats me up to where I don't know how to love. And I heard that misery is just the angle of the eye. And I heard that what you love someday goes away to die. Well, my ears have stretched so far just to make a little room for a little happiness and a little bit of virtue. Listen close enough, you can hear an unknown voice, hear it whimper like a child, hear its great and mighty roar, and it's somewhere deep within, in the breaking of a dawn, in the crevices between the overwhelming dark. And I really hope I do, I really hope I can separate what's good from the evil in this land. 'Cause the years give me thick skin, and the noise gets dirtier the more time that I spend a prisoner of the earth. That's what I'm told. For
Awesome. That was really
Thanks.
good.
Thank you.
I liked hearing it with the context of like what the song had become about to you.
Yeah, it's weird. Like whenever I play shows, I usually don't talk much in between songs, or at least I don't talk about the songs. I've only been playing, like, performing by myself for like maybe like a year and a half. But I think it was that song, and I think it was Sam Howden, where I played that song and I talked about it beforehand, and he was just like, I didn't know the context of that song that made the song better for me. He was like, you should do that more. And I was just like, oh, okay. Sure.
Well, you know what? I agree with him because it worked out really well there. I don't know, made me contemplate the lyrics more.
Totally, yeah.
And I also feel like you were really into the song while you were playing it, and so it kind of gave me the context of like what you were feeling while you were performing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, thinking about it, setting up the context for a song before you play it is like, because like I like the aspect of like someone hearing a song and they're, you know, they take their own perspective from it, you know, like without hearing, like most of the music I listen to, I don't like go look up, you know, what the artist was talking about before I listen to it, you know, like I kind of listen to it and then get my own perspective about it, and then maybe later I'll figure out like, oh, that's what he was writing about. So like it's good and bad. I don't know. Depends on the song.
Well, I think it's good here because we're not just trying to get to know your music; we're trying to get to know you. So
Sure.
I like being able to do that.
Word.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what's next? Follow your heart. Follow your heart.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna play next.
You want to surprise me?
No, I actually do want to talk about this song too.
Okay.
So I recorded another album. I have one out right now called The Great Blind Ambition. It's on Spotify and iTunes and everywhere on the internet.
Subtle.
Yeah, thank you.
I liked it.
But I'm working on a new record, and I recorded everything already. It just needs to be mixed. And this one song I'm about to play it's the only song on the record that's been mixed and mastered already. And I just shot a music video for it. I think like a few days ago. This past week I did. Well, actually like a month ago I did. But it's called From Wounds, and I recorded a music video for it at Hard Luck Lounge. I plugged that place because that place is cool. But yeah, and I like it a lot. But it's different. I recorded it full band.
Okay.
So I guess it's different when I play it by myself, but still, you know.
Awesome. Well, what is it called?
It's called From Wounds.
Okay.
Wound, like you're wounded. Yeah, it's just about a breakup that I had.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Think that I'd rather be dead, asleep on the bed of a river. I can't help but love you, to love you like that, so much that I'd rather be dead. And when you displaced my heart with your hand, itching to paint us a picture, I broke out some brick, I cut you a door in the wall, and I let you in. And oh, how I sang out from wounds. Oh, how I sang out to the sky. Well, my past molded into the two of us, our future to you a guarantee. And our paths are such a beautiful crossing, but they never were parallel to me. The predicament on the fence, where I spent months on end, was that I'd be right, but I'd also be wrong in the measure that I was to give. 'Cause every time that you came around, I gave it all to you. Nothing but a bag of my bones on the floor. And maybe you could, but I couldn't do it anymore. skeptical lines etched into your face. Your numerous final goodbyes, they're all etched into me, remembered with grace, even your sunken dark eyes. I loved you more than death. I'm still here 'cause of that. And oh, how I sang out from wounds. Oh, how I sang out to the sky. And oh, how I sang out from wounds. Oh, how I sang out to the sky.
Why you do
Thanks,
that to
I
me?
guess.
I feel like that's the best reaction you can get with
That's true.
that kind of song. You know
Anybody
what I mean?
holding their heart after one of my songs, I feel good about it, I guess.
So it ended amicably, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Totally
Pleasant.
did.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's weird to like write. So I come from like a punk background. So like when I write like a love song, it's weird to like when I was recording the music video, we basically like shot me at a bar. I don't want to. Should I explain it? Yeah, it'll be out, I think, before this airs. And like I had to like write the storyline of this like girl who was the girl that was in the song like that I'm singing about, and it's just like I feel cheesy almost like writing a love song and then like portraying it and then just like talking about it. It's just like a weird thing to me.
I feel like it's just I don't know, it's that kind of like weird introspective thing when it comes to songwriting though, because it doesn't come off that way to me. I mean, I haven't seen the video, but
Word.
when you're doing the song, I'm not sitting here thinking like,
oh, this is cheese balls.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
So do you think the person that you wrote that about knows that it's them?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That's probably, is that better? Is that what you'd prefer?
Yeah, I don't know. That's also another weird thing. Like when I write about someone specifically, like I think in my band Free Kittens and Bread, I have like a song about like this girl and I say her name, and it's like if she heard it, she has a very specific name, so she'd know. And it's weird to like think about that. Like,
yeah.
It's weird to like put someone in a song and then see the person in real life, and then they hear it, and you're just like, oh shit, you know, I'm writing about you right now.
So it's almost kind of like, I don't know, I feel like when you're performing it, you kind of distance yourself from that, right? Because you're like, I don't want to think too much about what they'll think of this song. You just want to think about what you're feeling when you made it.
Well, that's
right?
the weird thing is like you try to distance yourself, like, because it's just a difficult thing to do, because like you have to have the ability to distance yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Otherwise you will overthink it and you'll be thinking about it all the time. It's weird to write. It's weird to write about things that are really specific and
specific to a person, especially. I feel like.
to a person, especially. But I don't know. Like how I've always approached songwriting is like I'm trying to write something to where it's not vague, but people can guess about it, and it can like mean other things too. So it's like when you talk about something very specific, like one of my favorite songwriters, John K. Samson. He used to be in this band called the Weaker Thans, and he writes like really specific things. Like he wrote this song about like an Elks Lodge club, like and just like it's very specific, and it's weird when I try to do something like that, but when like hearing him do it, it sounds natural, you know.
Well, I think it comes across more naturally than you think it does.
Maybe it's just like I have to get past it myself, you know. But songwriting is just a weird thing.
Yeah. So the next song, what is this one about?
the next song, what am I going to play? Okay. Yeah, the next song I got is called New Year Headlock. And it's kind of about kind of like a bad time I was going through. I hate to say it, but it's really sad. And it's not a love song.
It's good. We need variety. Gotta spice it up.
It was like talking about this song. It's hard to, because like some songs I feel like I just say kind of what I mean, you know, and it's hard to set them up. Which is why I guess it's always been a weird thing for me to do, is set up songs. But yeah, it's just about a bad time in my life, and then kind of realizing that you can't just sit there and have a bad time. You got to do something to get better. And it's actually the center theme, I think, for the next record that I'm doing, the one that I recorded. Thematically, I think it works for everything. But
cool. All right. Well,
I guess I'll do it.
You have to.
Is that your cue?
You have to now. No, this was me giving you like I'm anticipating it. I'm ready.
Okay.
You come out of the kitchen on a January night, the room covered in pictures of the years that you left behind, and you open up a bottle of $7 wine and rue the day you came to in 1989, and the broken light fixture still hasn't gotten better, and the way its light won't touch you is the same way that you settle. You just lay there underneath it as your hope is superseded, and the darkness makes you warmer 'cause it's there where you can't see it. Nothing ever changes, even when you thought it could. Your dirt and holy water still just turn to mud. You're entangled by the nightmare of a never-dying lie, that somewhere in the circus there's a decent place to die. In the morning gives the same old empty warning that the earth never stopped turning, that the sun is still boiling, and the plot you tried to bury, it comes out of the cemetery, and the thoughts you tried to dispose of get heavier to carry. Well, the day was burnt up and broken like the one that came before it. Your inaction, it proves nothing but your weakness of the moment. And you never found religion, you just hung on indecision. And you can't call killing brain cells any kind of vision.
That was awesome.
Thanks.
I didn't want to interrupt that final, like as it hums out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Can't interrupt that. It ruins it.
It's a special moment.
It
that
is.
you have in life.
So you do a lot of kind of like belting in your songs for the emotional effect at the end, and I really like that. I really like
Thanks.
the push that it gives to it. So is that something that you just kind of naturally did with writing, or something you grew into, or?
That is a very interesting question, because that's definitely something I do. Because like I'll write a song and it's like that song, it's like really quiet the whole time, and it's like, how do you know? It's just something I've always done naturally, and I don't really know why.
Can you follow that up with a snap? That's always something I've done naturally. You know
It's
what I mean?
always something I've done naturally. Just like that.
It's just natural sass.
Yeah.
It just comes to you.
I think so. The first band I ever listened to, like a punk band that really got me into music, was a band called Against Me, and I think that that band does it. I think that's where I got it from. I think that was like the foundation for my songwriting in general. And I don't know, yeah, just always kind of been there. It always just kind of happens, you know.
Yeah, well, I love the application in the songs.
Cool.
I love
Thanks.
it kind of brings that like extra grit and that power to it.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that, like, if I'm doing a show or like a situation like this where there's microphones and stuff, and they test it, you know, the sound guy tests it all out. Like, I'll do my low voice, and it's like, if I do the high voice, it's like very
You got to go all the way back
yeah,
here.
right.
Yeah.
So it's always something I have to be thinking about when I do it.
Yeah.
But
Hey, so this is your final song, right?
I think so.
So talk to me about where we can find you on social media.
Okay.
And what's coming up for you. What are you up to?
Well, I'm at halfmansongs.bandcamp.com. This way. halfmansongs.bandcamp.com. I'm on Spotify as Halfman, and recently, accidentally, I got verified on Spotify because there was a Mexican metal band named Halfman, and I was on tour, and they put something up on Spotify, and it was on my page. And I got in touch with Spotify. I was like, "Yo, guys, this is my page. I obviously don't sound like this." And they got back to me and ended up verifying my account because of that, which was weird.
So it's fancy. You have like fancy
I feel
Spotify.
very fancy now.
It's official.
Yeah, it's
real.
official, guys. I'll be there forever until somebody buys out Spotify and
A
shuts it
little
down.
check mark and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
yeah. But I'm also on. You can find my music on Spotify, on iTunes, no SoundCloud, the Bandcamp. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then I have like an Instagram, Chase D Spruiell. Wait, just Chase Spruiell, I think is the username. Good luck spelling my last name. And yeah, that's about it.
I had a hard enough time saying it.
Yeah.
So, but do your best.
Yeah,
Okay,
do
if
your
we search
best.
by Halfman, do you use like hashtag Halfman or anything?
Sure.
Okay. Well, now you can start.
I don't personally, but because usually.
So find his post and then hashtag Halfman on all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too as Halfman. You can find me there.
All right. Awesome.
Cool.
And what's the final song?
Oh man, I really have qualms about playing this song, but it's called "Love Upon Your Name," and it's about an old relationship where I dated this girl for a really long time, and then she kind of like came back in my life. I was like trying to be like, "Hey, let's get back together," and I was like, "Nah, that's not a good idea at all." But yeah, are we gonna end after this?
I think so.
Okay, cool. Well,
And I just have to say, I'm impressed with your presence of mind. Just a flame comes back, and you were like, "Nah," like that's pretty ballsy. I like it.
thank you. Cool.
Well, I wasn't born a singer, but here's my voice. And I wasn't born to love you, but I had no choice. When you look at me with those eyes coming down that lonesome highway, don't look at me like you did before. born a gambler, but I lost you in a day. And I wasn't born to name you, but I gave you a name anyway. When you look at me with those eyes coming down that lonesome highway, don't look at me like you did before, like you know me. And I wasn't born to hurt you, but we went our separate ways. Oh, but I